The truth is, there are chemicals in the water you are drinking. The question is, are they safe? The Environmental Working Group, a watchdog group based out of Washington, D.C., claims 43 states produce tap water polluted with dangerous chemicals, including trihalomethanes, which is a disinfection byproduct. It forms when chlorine, which is added to treated water to clean it, reacts with rotting organic matter, things like farm runoff, sewage, or plants, and they say too much of it is not good for us. We found several reports on their website that claim both United and Pennsylvania American Water exceed healthy levels for chemicals. But is that report accurate?
Technically, no.
The Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection regulates more than 9,000 public water carriers. Kelly Hefner, Deputy Secretary for Water Management, says we need to look at the terminology used in the EWG report.
Certain words that you should understand are maximum contaminant limit, which right now is the enforceable regulatory standard for that particular chemical. You can detect something in the water that doesn't even get near a maximum contaminant limit. So what the EWG report does is it speaks to detect limits versus maximum contaminant limits.
United Water serves portions of 8 counties in Pennsylvania, more than 160,000 people. They gave us limited access to one of their water treatment sites in Hummelstown.
We test for more than 85 different known contaminants in the water before it's even treated.
So, in your opinion, the water we're drinking is safe?
The water that is distributed to customers of United Water meets all applicable EPA and DEP standards. In fact, we try to go beyond what they require.
United Water agrees with EWG recommendations to improve our source water by limiting farm runoff, sewage, and other pollutants from getting into our drinking water.
Here is the inside of a filtration chamber that we use.
And that's why they do outreach programs to the public, like this one at Mechanicsburg Middle School.
It was actually more than 100 years ago that we began using chlorine.
But they don't agree with EWG's findings.
No, because the EPA allows certain variances with regard to the period of time that you're testing, which is done on a quarterly basis. And so there are averages that result. And the listing you're speaking of would show the highest amounts, but then when that's averaged in with the maximum contaminant level, or what's allowed to occur in the water after treatment.
But what about the report's claims that prolonged exposure to trihalomethanes increase a person's risk of certain cancers and even miscarriages? Then you're saying there are days that these levels could be too high.
There's that rare occasion, sure.
But are you saying that one day of exposure isn't enough to cause problems?
Absolutely. Most of the maximum contaminant levels are calculated on the consumption of, at least a quart of water every day over 30 years.
Do you have faith in the system?
Absolutely. I work downtown and I drink tap water every day here.